Hello and welcome to A Waste of Resources, a podcast in which we reread Naruto one volume a week. I'm Foxit.
And I'm Jax. Keep in mind, this is a spoiler-free podcast, so that people new to Naruto or just rereading can follow along with us. So, let's get into it. We start off in the beginning of chapter 8, volume 2, the first chapter of volume 8. And,
Yeah.
it starts the same way that the last chapter ends, with Kakashi telling everyone that they should quit as shinobi.
Which, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. That was a flex.
It was a flex.
This dude was like, oh no, you don't gotta worry about the academy, because you should quit. Just period.
Correct.
I appreciate that. That man's face while he's doing it too. Something else.
Yeah. After that, it cuts to Iruka having lunch with the third Hokage. He's,
AKA Hiruzen?
What?
Hiruzen, that's his name.
Oh. I forgot he has a name. I'm not gonna cap.
Hey, bro, it happens to the best of us. Anyway.
No, legit. Even in, the Naruto fighting games, he's just called the third Hokage.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that... Bro, imagine people only remember you for your title, not even your real name. That ties in neatly with Konohamaru too, right? People are like, I live in the shadow of my grandfather's achievements. Even his grandfather lives in the shadow of his achievements. Nobody remembers his name.
That's true. But they're talking. Iruka. She's basically like, oh, isn't the Jonin strict? And he's like, oh, you're worried? Don't be worried. All of his students failed. And Iruka's like, what? It then cuts back to Naruto, Sasuke, and Fangirl, who are there being definitely confused. Because this man just told them that they can't be ninjas. Sasuke gets mad and for once in a lifetime does something rash and rushes at Kakashi, instantly getting put on the ground. In which Kakashi goes...
In a arm hold. Also, they didn't even bother to give the takedown a panel. So...
It doesn't need a panel. That's how Kakashi does things. It's just there and it's there.
Yeah, but it also shows just how much he was toying with them earlier. I know he wasn't reading porn, but still, he still was just humoring Sasuke.
Yeah, it's almost as if they were underestimating him, which is what he says in the exact next panel. You guys are underestimating ninjas, huh? And then he asks them why they think they were split into teams. And they're like, we don't know. And he explains to them that the answer was literally teamwork. What's gonna work? Teamwork. On that ninja gang shit.
Yeah. Which, is ironic because they're being child soldier assassins. Well, teamwork, I guess, would be something that you want to have.
I mean, to take a page from Fox's book, it's better than defacing monuments.
Oh, for real, though. They're still hypnotized child soldiers that are being trained to become assassins. So I guess there's that.
In the next, with that aside. It cuts to Sakura, who's very confused, or not confused, but upset. Because, she's like, wait, there are only 2 bells. There are 3 of us. How is this supposed to help teamwork? And then Kakashi basically says, that's the point.
Yeah, which, you know what? Fair enough. These people have been in a class for, I don't know how long Ninja Academy takes, but enough for Naruto to fill 3 years in a row. So, they've been with each other for at least 3 years. They should be able to at least do some bare bones teamwork.
Wait, now that I think about it, how would Naruto not be older than them if he failed 3 years?
Oh, that has to do with the Japanese education system. You can fail a year, but you still go to the next year.
Oh, okay. Then how come Sasuke didn't succeed the year early or something,
Well, did do that, so I'm guessing that is just
Also, remember when spoiler free?
Yeah, could you leave that out?
Alright. I'll do that in editing.
I'm fucking ass, bro. Anyway, moving on. Fangirl is complaining right now, and Sasuke is just sitting there being depressed, being like, I expected better from you, you know? The smart one, to get that's the point, you know? To work despite these conditions. And he pretty much says as much, saying that ninjas go out on missions all the time where they're faced with options like this, and despite that, they still gotta stick together as a team. And he essentially like rips them all to shred.
A perfect example for this. He's like, there are dangerous situations. Like, he puts a kunai to Naruto to Sasuke's throat and goes, Sakura, kill Naruto or else Sasuke dies. And both of them are confused at this point. And then Kakashi's like, see, you gotta get good.
Yep. Anyway, then he walks over to this stone with all these names engraved on it, and he's like, all these numerous names engraved in this stone. These are the ninjas that are recognized as the heroes of this village.
And that's when Naruto's stupid ass is like, hey, I want to get my name carved on that stone too, so that I can be a hero. And then Kakashi's just like, yeah, they aren't normal heroes. Naruto obviously asks what type of heroes they are. And then Kakashi's like, oh, they're dead heroes.
Yup. People killed in action. And you know what? Naruto in this situation kind of looks like the rapper that joins a gang for clout. That's not a good move. Not a good move.
There's obviously a reaction shot, and Kakashi's like, you can try and get the bells again, but here, eat first. Don't share any with Naruto, though, because he tried to eat some earlier.
Yep. So then he says, guys, eat the food, I'm fine. Stomach growls really loudly. Sasuke just eats there.
Mouth growls.
Mouth growls, for real. Anyway, Sasuke's just eating there, and then he looks over at a depressed Naruto. And he's like, you know what? Here. At which point, Sakura goes into him. He's like, Sasuke, don't be retarded. He just said that he'll fail us if you don't give him food. Which, at which point Sasuke points out the obvious, and is like, this man just said that we gotta work together despite conditions, then puts us in a situation where working together is not optimal. What do you expect? You know it, I know it.
Sasuke is just like, without food, he'll just be in the way. We need to actually work as a team, like our Jonin told us to. At that point, Sakura's like, oh yeah, Naruto, here, have some of mine too. That was a very masculine voice for Sakura. It then cuts to a panel of Kakashi behind a tree, not even hiding very well. It's just like, yep, I see what they're doing.
And he comes in, looking like the scariest motherfucker alive. He stands still.
Not yet.
Apparently I'm ass.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. It then cuts again to Iruka talking with the third Hokage. And he's like, wait a minute, that seems too crazy, like, no one's ever passed. Everyone got a complete 0. Iruka's like, oh no, that's not good at all. It then cuts back to the main story, in which a cloud of smoke appears, and Kakashi comes flying out. You guys pass!
Yeah.
They're confused for a second, and then they're like, wait, we passed? Really?
Also, I'd like to point out how every single character reacts to the surprise attack. Naruto just stands there looking surprised and, like, screams. Sasuke has the literal most anime reaction ever, in which he tenses up and is ready to go in for an attack. And then Sakura just screams and falls over.
It's, wait, falls over? Oh, yeah, she does fall over. I didn't even notice that.
Yep. It shows off their personality quite nicely.
It moves on to the next panel, in which Kakashi's like, you must see underneath the underneath. People who break rules are garbage, but people who don't take care of their comrades are lower than garbage.
Yep.
Everyone's like, wow, we did it. Tomorrow we'll be able to do things. And then they leave. Except for Naruto. They didn't untie him from the post.
Yeah.
I like to think that he was there for like a couple hours until eventually he managed to shimmy his way out or untie it.
I have a feeling like Kakashi is sitting there literally like thinking to himself, these motherfuckers, I just passed them because of teamwork. And then they leave one of their people behind.
That's a good point.
He's like not saying anything, but he's like, oh my god. Can I fail you? Like retroactively?
Sometimes. I swear, I never thought of these things when I first saw Naruto when I was younger. I was just like, oh, things are happening. Wow.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, whatever. On to the next chapter. Chapter 9, The Worst Client. It begins with an overlook on a forest, and then moving into the ninjas in the forest, talking to each other through some device, doing a mission, trying to catch something. Very tactical stuff. They eventually catch it, and it shows that they were catching a dog.
Yep. A very special dog, might I add.
Oh, why was it special, Foxhead?
Well, as you can clearly see, it's owned by the Fire Country Lord's wife, Madame Shijimi. And at which point we learn that the thing's name is Tora. And the reason it escaped is because Miss Fire Lord wife is an expert in animal cruelty.
Wait a minute, hold on. That's a cat?
Yeah.
That is Bro, that is not a cat, my guy. What did she do to that thing?
As I said, she's an expert in animal cruelty.
For real. This manga.
Look at the bow tie around the ear.
This manga is more adult than I remember it, my guy.
Well, yeah.
We've got some. Last time we had homunculus rape babies. Now we have homunculus dog idols or something.
Well, yeah, but like in this case, the Fire Lord's wife is a literal necromancer.
Okay. Either way, that little part aside, now that they're gone, the third Hokage is talking to Team 7 and Kakashi, and it's like, so, what should your next duty be? He lists off a few, and Naruto's like, no, I refuse. Give us a good mission, something that isn't low tier. Iruka gets mad immediately.
And the Hokage puts him up for treason for daring to refuse a mission, at which point he is put in front of a firing squad and promptly executed.
Damn it, Foxes. Nah. Iruka gets mad. The Hokage is just sitting there like, and Naruto's like, we keep getting bad duties. Give us something better. Kakashi's like, stop it. And then the third Hokage's like, Hokage, not Hokage, is like, Naruto, it seems I have to explain to you what these duties are about. Basically, you need to do your job that we are getting paid to have you do. They're based on skill, and he then goes on to explain how the missions work and all that. I'm not gonna recite that.
Yeah, The basic gist of it is the Hokage is top dog, Jonin are elite, Chunin are average, so that's people like Iruka.
Why do you always
And
do
then
this?
you got people like Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, who are bottom tiers.
Why do you
Note
always
that
do this, Fox?
I said Sakura as last name because she's the bottom of the bottom
I'm
tiers.
not going to explain it. You explains it anyway.
Well, yeah, you weren't gonna explain it, but I never said that I wasn't gonna explain it.
After the explanation, the Hokage is like, since you just became Genin, D rank missions are perfect for you. And Naruto's just, thinking about ramen, because of course he is. And he's like, oh, my bad. Look, all you do is lecture me. But you know what? I'm not the troublemaking brat that I was literally, 2 weeks ago. And he's like, oh, I'm about to get yelled at. But the Hokage caves and decides to give them a C rank mission.
Which is the highest rank they can get.
You said it like it was the highest rank out of all. It's
No, but for them it might as well be.
Bet.
Fucking sheep.
But basically it's to protect somebody. Just some certain individual. Naruto's like, who? A feudal lord? A princess? And the Hokage's like, I'm about to introduce them. And then a man walks in with a rope tied to his forehead for whatever reason, a backpack, and a beer.
Yep. I'd like to say that our first introduction of him is literally him taking a sip of beer.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that sets up his character quite nicely.
He's like, are these guys really ninjas? He also mentions that there's one that's super short and has a dumb-looking face, in which Naruto is like, ha ha, who's the shortest and the one with the stupid face, before realizing that he is in fact the shortest. So that's a little funny bit.
Yup.
You remind me of that one character. I don't remember, what was it? I don't remember their name. It was like Macintosh or something from like My Little Pony. Have you ever seen that shit?
Bruh, my little sister used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd just be like, I want to do something with you. If you want to watch My Little Pony, that's fine. Let's go.
Well, the way I grew up, everyone was really close together when doing anything. So if you were watching anything, pretty much everyone else also was watching it, unless they were asleep or gone. But they were watching My Little Pony, and there was this one character that was related to Applejack. I think it was her cousin or something.
Yeah.
And he just went, yup.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah.
All the time.
That man.
And I feel like that's you.
You know what? All I can say to that is, yup.
So the man introduces himself as Tazuna, the super expert bridge builder. And he also says,
which is presumably one level over the expert bridge builder.
Well, I would hope so if he needs protection from ninjas to build his bridge.
Well, yeah, he min-maxed like any good character does.
They leave the village, and Naruto is super hyped. Sakura's like, Naruto, what are you so hyped about? And he's like, I've never left the village before. Tazuna is then like, are you sure it's safe to travel with this kid? Kakashi then assures him that if the team fails, he'll be more than enough to stop whatever threat comes to him, seeing as he's a Jonin.
Which, you know what? Is fair, because we don't know what happens to the Ninetales when Naruto dies. So, if the team does fail... yeah.
Fair enough.
Enough said.
Naruto is angry because, this old man is like, you're a trash ninja. Ha ha ha. This is sad. And he then is like, you know what? One day, I'll take on the super elite ninja title Hokage. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. You better remember it. And, Tazuna is just like, I don't think someone like you could become the Hokage, seeing as they're top of the village.
Naruto screams back, "Shut up!" And then he rants about how he's going to become Hokage. At which point, Tazuna's reply is the sauciest beer ship I have ever seen. Like, if you're listening to the podcast right now, stop whatever you're doing and look at this panel from chapter 9. This man has the sauciest expression on his face, like, top tier sauce. Like, this, he became a waifu purely based on this panel. And that's just facts.
Jeez. You really like that sip of beer.
For real, like, he already became a better option than Sakura for waifu material.
So, one of the things Naruto rants about is that once he becomes the Hokage, he'll have to acknowledge him. And Tazuna's like, nope, even if you were to become Hokage, I wouldn't acknowledge you. So Naruto's super angry. Just some banter. That's when it cuts to two ninja-looking boyos for one panel, and then cuts back to them just making banter.
Yep, I'd also like to point out how one of the ninjas has a skull drawn on his ninja headband. Just like...
You're really looking at these, like, little small panels for every detail.
Hey, bro, that's what you get when you listen to the Naruto podcast. You get to pick up all them details.
Sakura asks, she asks about his country, right? Tazuna's country. And that's when Kakashi takes the time to explain how the countries and the Hokages work. We're not going to explain it.
Oh, okay. He said it, boys. I can't do anything.
Sakura's like, what? That's crazy. I don't believe that the Hokage is super cool. Like, I don't know why she...
I don't believe there's only 5 of them, and they're really powerful.
Like, her inner monologue is literally, that lame geezer is incredible, sounds fishy.
You would think that if you would have picked up anything from, the academy, it would be Hokage strong.
For real, like, they really don't do a good job at teaching in there.
I don't know, I think maybe we're just not giving the academy enough credit, and getting to learn the basics of chakra is actually hell.
But, you know what? I'll come back to that later. They're talking, and Kakashi's like, don't worry though, there won't be any ninja combat because we're on a C rank mission. And
Yep.
Sakura's like, we won't come in contact with foreign ninjas then? And Kakashi's like, yup. It then cuts to a puddle that Kakashi looks at.
They walk past it.
Yeah, they walk past it.
2 ninjas come out. Nobody notices it. And Kakashi just has this look on his face like, really? This is how you're gonna try to do it? Really? Like, I thought y'all were gonna be some, but like... I guess I'm going in. So, before he could do anything, the 2 ninjas get him inside of this wire trap, at which point they pull it, and the serrated edges pull him apart, not even limb for limb. Like, his limbs, every bendy part is ripped apart, and there's a spray of blood.
Yeah, like, not so cocky now, are you, Jonin? By the way,
real.
right as they kill them, they say, or right before they kill them, they go, 1 down. And then they rip them in half, and then it cuts to them, a reaction shot, and then it cuts to them behind Naruto, and they go, 2 down. At that point, Naruto's sweating, scared as hell, and the chapter ends.
Which, by the way, that's a great ending.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you were reading this, and it's like, now you gotta wait a week.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, imagine that happening. You read this new thing called Naruto, right? You're reading the manga, it's only 9 chapters in. You read the chapter, and then it's just like, what? Yo, I want to see what happens next. Does the main character die? Surely not.
Yeah, or does he get crippled?
Oh, that'd be interesting if your main character literally just got crippled.
Well, with how vicious it's been till now, there's actually a very real possibility that he was gonna at least gonna sustain some serious damage.
Yeah, maybe like what Deku did in My Hero Academia, like that type
Yeah,
of thing.
just yeah. I don't know, maybe even miss a missing finger would be enough to get the point across.
Yeah. So anyway, they go to attack Naruto, and Sasuke manages to save them by doing some weird maneuver with both his kunai and his shuriken that manages to pin the chain to a tree. They get stuck, and Sasuke lands on them and deals massive damage. So
Yeah, I thought that was really cool the way he just pulled out his kunai, just no hesitation, pins the chain in between them to a tree. So they're stuck. They're just a sitting duck now. And then he just literally yanks the chain off of them.
yeah,
No, actually, they take the chain out. So that's quick reaction and smart design on their part.
it shows how good Sasuke is compared to the other people here. Because even after that, they see him going. They see the ninja going, or one of the ninjas going for Tazuna. Sakura jumps in the way, and then Sasuke jumps in the way of her, and then Kakashi appears and clotheslines them because it's pretty obvious that he didn't die. He just used replacement jutsu.
Yeah, he uses the ancient technique of Aikido, which translated into English, as far as I understand it, is folding clothes while there's people inside of them.
Kakashi then completely flexes on Naruto. He goes, "Oh, sorry for not helping you right away. I got you injured. I didn't think you wouldn't be able to move. Also, good job, Sasuke." At that point, Naruto's just like, "I couldn't do anything. I was weak. Yet Sasuke could just fight in a battle."
Hell, he even saved me.
Yeah.
Which, it gives us a look at him. It's the first real crack in his, happy exterior, aside from, the swing and stuff. It kind of shows us that his happiness and, loud brashness is to a degree a mask that he's putting on.
Fair. It doesn't help that his teammate, Sasuke, he goes, "You alright, Mr. Scaredy Cat?" At that point, it shows a panel with only, the most disturbed face that I've ever seen. He looks scared and frustrated all at the same time.
And also like he drank the milk from Arc 1.
You're right. Kakashi's like, yeah, Naruto, don't worry about this right now. Their claws have poison. You have to remove it. You gotta open the wound and release poison from your body. Don't move too much or it'll spread.
At which point he takes Tazuna across and he's like, "Yo, we need to talk. These guys, they're strong. Stronger than any C-rank mission should ever face. This ain't right."
Yeah, it's not. They're like, these are Chunin class. And
which is your...
Wait, what did you say?
Which, as we've established during my earlier thing, is average. So these are average, and they're up against basically academy students. They haven't been outside the academy that long.
Yeah. And they ask Kakashi, they're like, "How did you read our movements?" And Kakashi's like, "You used a puddle on a sunny day. Why would there be a puddle here?" And Tazuna's like, "Why'd you let the kids fight if you knew that there were people here?" And Kakashi's like, "Oh, I wanted to find out who their target was."
Meaning, if they're after you. 'Cause if you were the target, that means you were a lying son of a bitch. But if they attacked everybody and you weren't their target, then they're just bandits.
Yeah. He's like, we weren't told that there were shinobi after you. We're just told to protect you from thieves or gangs. This is at least a B rank mission now.
I'm sure you have reasons to lie. Probably because you can't pay it.
Fuck's it. Where were we at? Because we just said there were...
The mission and how it could upgrade it.
And he's like, to protect you from ordinary dangers would be easy, but if it was known that ninjas were after you, it would have been a B rank, which is much more expensive. Now, I'm sure you had a reason to lie, but we're operating outside of our duties. Sakura's like, hey, we aren't ready for this. We should quit. Naruto, we need to take him to a doctor. And Naruto's like, I don't. That's that bitch shit. No, he's angry.
You know what?
Huh?
I think it's good that you called her Sakura in this moment because I'm gonna keep it real with you. She keeping it real with them.
I mean, fair enough, but this is a shonen anime. This is a shonen manga, my guy.
I mean, yeah, but she's like a real person in a shonen manga, if you want to put it in that way in this situation, right?
Fair.
She's like, yo, this is above our pay grade. We're not prepared for this. Bail. I would be with her. Also, I like how I just dead ass forgot Kakashi's name.
Okay, whatever. Finish your sentence.
I like how Kakashi just stood there and kind of just calmly explained the situation to him. I've read some fan fiction, right? I know. Kill me.
Yeah.
And in some fan fiction, he just straight up executes Tazuna for lying.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And they're lying like this can cost shinobi's lives. Thus, I will execute you, which, first of all, is a good way to lose clientele.
Yeah.
Second of all, he's really acting like a responsible person right now and just calmly explaining it.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, he could just be like, "Nope, we're quit. We're going home. This happened right outside of our village." They're debating that, but before they can make a decision, it cuts to who I like to call Big Money Man and Big Sword Man. Big Money Man is like, hey, I spent a lot of money to hire you because I heard you were a skilled ninja. And then Big Money Man swings his sword, or Big Sword Man swings Big Sword, and Big Money Man is afraid.
Yes.
At that
also,
point,
I found it funny how you messed up Big Money Man and Big Sword Man. It's in the name, bro.
I don't, bro. It's hard. It's hard.
I feel you.
But I find it funny how it cuts to the next panel and Naruto just stabbed himself in the hand with a kunai. He's thinking, Damn it! Why is there such a big difference? I should be stronger. I've done missions and practiced jutsu every day. I'm never gonna be saved again. I swear it on the pain that I've just caused myself.
Bruh, my voice just fucked myself up. Anyway, that makes me think, right? He says that he practiced every single day really hard, right?
Yeah.
And this is an inner monologue, so it's obviously the truth.
Yeah.
So that means that there's a substantial difference between the clone jutsu and the shadow clone jutsu. Because he picked the shadow clone jutsu up like it's nothing. But the clone jutsu, we see this man struggling.
Plot. Well, I mean, he seems to have gotten the hang of it, if you remember. Wait, that didn't happen yet.
Bruh.
It happens later in this same volume, so again, we'll get back to that if I can remember. There was something else that I was going to get back to.
Yeah. Don't expect us to get back to that.
Yeah.
We're new to this.
Whatever I said I was going to get back to at first, I'm not getting back to that. You'll figure it out if you pay attention, but I forgot.
My Little Pony thing intensifies.
But yeah,
anyway,
hey, with this kunai, I'll protect the old man. We're continuing the mission, And he looks pretty cool, but he does have a kunai in his hand.
Yeah, but I respect it. It's a show of determination.
Yeah, he's like, Big Sword Man talks. Yeah, Big Sword Man talks to Big Money Man and is like, "Hey, quit your bitching. I'll just walk over there with my big sword and kill them with it."
At which point we see just how big his sword is.
His sword is huge, bro.
Like, this man is carrying a sword that would give Cloud penis envy. Like, his sword is bigger than his body.
This is like literal Dragon Slayer level of sword.
Yeah, like, I'm wondering how he got it into that room. Like, that's some awkward shimmying.
Yeah, he's like, Big Money Man's like, "Are you sure you can do this? It seems that the enemy's hired some skilled ninjas, so..." And then Man's like, "Bro, they literally call me the Devil of the Hidden Mist, Zabuza Momochi." At this point, we now know that Big Sword Man is named Zabuza. And that's the end of the chapter.
Pretty badass name.
Zabuza, I mean, it's alright. Maybe it's just because I've always associated the name Zabuza with the person Zabuza, and he's the villain of the first arc. So while he's cool, he still has first arc villain syndrome, meaning by the third or fourth arc, you think they're weak as fuck.
Well, yeah, but man still got all the sauce. Like, yeah.
No, some of the shit he does in this arc, no spoilers, because I'm not Foxed.
You really gonna do me like that, huh?
Yes, I am, actually.
Fair enough.
Because I'm not him, I won't spoil it, but some of the stuff he does in this arc is hella sauce. But, anyway, on to the next chapter. Chapter 11, Disembark. It starts with, Kakashi talking to Naruto, like, "Hey, Naruto, it's good that you're releasing the poison, but, any more and you'll die from blood loss. So, stop it." Naruto's like, "Wait, no, I'm not supposed to die from blood loss."
Which would be suicide, technically speaking.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Also, I'd like to point out how the second that he realizes he's about to die from blood loss, the healing, the bleeding just stops.
Yeah, Kakashi's wrapping his hand, and he's like, "Wait, the cut? The cut's already healing? Huh, that's cool. Or, that must be the power of the nine-tailed fox." Naruto's like, "Am I gonna be okay?" Kakashi's like, "Fine. How did I forget Kakashi's name?"
Bruh, he's such a good ninja that he just makes us forget his name.
Also, after this, in between, normally I wouldn't comment on these, but the chapter panel that says the name of the chapter here is really, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think I'll actually, I don't know.
That is some wall screen material. Like, it is, for those, because this is a podcast and you can't see it.
Just make it a fucking thumbnail, bro. Easy.
Yeah, it's Naruto standing there with a crap ton of shuriken and just stuff around him. And a hawk is holding some kind of weapon inside of his mouth. Which, that's pretty good.
Basically, it's just really cool. I just needed to say that. It cuts to them on a boat. Thick mist. They're like, "Hey, there's thick mist." Because there is, in fact, thick mist. It's like, "We should see the bridge soon. The country is at the base of the bridge." They're just, sitting on the boat. Naruto's like, "Wow, that's a big bridge." One of the dudes is like, "Hey, be quiet. You know that we're hiding the mist for a reason. We're not even using an engine. We'll be deep in trouble if Gatao finds us." Gatao being the name of Big Money Man. So Big Money
Wait, that's how you pronounce that?
Is it not?
You said Gatao. I've always been pronouncing it Gato.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, how did I mess this up? It's not like I watched the sub or anything. I watched the dub. It was just so long ago that I forgot this man's name, and I just read it.
I don't know. This arc stuck with me. It's a really good one.
I was like 7, so Not for me. Actually, I think it was 8. I don't know how old I was. The years
Yeah,
of
I've watched...
7 and 13, like the years of between 7 and 12 meld together for me in my brain.
That's fair. I also, in my defense, I watched this recently with my little sister because I'm trying to introduce her to anime. So
Oh, okay.
there's also that.
But Tazuna is talking to Kakashi and is like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. It's about the mission. You're right. The job is out of your duties, but also there's a super dangerous man after me." Kakashi's like, "Who is it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a shipping magnate named Gato." And he's like, "Wait, Gato? From the Gato Company?" He's said to be super rich. And Tazuna's like, "Yeah, he runs a shipping company. But actually, it's pretty much just a cover for selling drugs and illegal things. He's not a good person."
Yeah. So, as we can see now, they're gonna lead the communist revolution in the country of the wave against the big money man and his shipping company. In quotation marks.
According to him, it was about a year ago when he set his eyes on the wave country. And then, because he was powerful and could hire ninjas, he could either buy or just take over most of the wave company. Or most of the wave country's shipping, that is.
Yes.
Gato now has a monopoly on business traffic. But there's one thing that he fears. A bridge.
So the bridge would create a hole in his system, so he can't extort people for money as much as he is right now. And since he has no hold over the bridge, it's the first hole in his defense, and the thing that would allow people to just, use the bridge as much as they want, especially since the people constructing it have nothing to do with him. Also, I also forgot how much setup this arc had as far as, complication for the plot.
Yeah.
It's very much a save the nation type deal, which is high stakes for this early in a story.
It's like, okay, guys, you need to protect somebody who's going to build a bridge. That bridge is going to be the savior of an entire nation.
Yeah,
Not
it's
multiple bridges, one bridge. This vital, super important bridge. And you better not let them fail at making the bridge. You better not let them get killed, because then everyone in this country is suffering forever.
Also, it said that he used money to hire ninjas, so you reckon that people from Konoha helped in oppressing Wave?
No, I don't. He hasn't been currently shown, or at least I don't think he's been shown, to hire legitimate ninjas. Just rogue ninjas, you know?
Well, yeah, that's true. But it's still a fun thought to think about. You know?
Yeah.
Plus, that still leaves the possibility of rogue leaf ninjas.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Like, they haven't really introduced the concept, but I wouldn't say it's a spoiler to say anything about rogue ninjas, because, it's obviously something that would happen. Ninjas working for non-ninja village things. Sakura's like, "Oh, I see. Since you're building the bridge, you're in the way." Sasuke's like, "Oh, so the ninjas that were hired by Gato." Naruto doesn't understand anything, because, he's stupid.
Yeah, he's trying to run a country, actually more like a hidden village, and he doesn't know anything about economics.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
And Gato's like, "The wave country is super poor. Even the feudal lords don't have any money. Of course, we don't have much money either, so we can't buy a B rank. However, we decided to try anyway. If you quit, I'll be killed, but don't worry about it. If I die, my 10-year-old grandson will just cry for a few days. It's all good."
And my daughter will live a sad life, and everyone will hate the leaf ninjas, and everybody will think that you're literal ass people that rape babies.
Okay, I don't think it took it that far. Jeez.
I don't know, bro. Like, raping babies and condemning a whole island to death / slavery. I think that's on the same scale.
I mean, fair, but like nobody's getting enslaved. They're just being poor.
I don't know, bro. Like, rampant capitalism to that extent, and also corruption, you know? It's like one man just essentially hijacking a country and saying, like, okay, people, I designate you poor.
Yeah, Kakashi's like, well, I guess we have no choice. We'll protect you until you get back to your country. You know, the boatman is like, we'll be there soon. Looks like we've avoided detection so far, but we'll just take the vegetated route just to be safe. They're now into a village that looks kind of like the Sabaody, like the way the trees go out of the water. It kind of reminds me of the Sabaody archipelago from One Piece.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I forgot how good the, like, plant life in here looks. Like, it's definitely got its own vibe. Like, if this place wasn't as poor and, like, in such a bad shape as it is, I could see myself just chilling here.
Yeah, the thing about Naruto is, like, Naruto's battle scenes are kind of, like, really good. Like, some things have alright or bad or good, but like, Naruto's are actually really good as opposed to, like, the classic Dragon Ball Shonen approach of just finding a rocky land and destroying the world. But,
watch out, bro. That Dragon Ball fan bases can be toxic, bro.
Hey, bro, I like Dragon Ball. It's just, like, their battlegrounds aren't very interesting most of the time. Naruto's are really cool.
Yeah, it's literally just like plain Rockfield number 10,000.
Yeah, they're like
dynamic. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh no, I was scrolling looking for the page, because I was scrolling while talking via reflex, because I'm dumb. Either way, Naruto thinks to himself, "Okay, I'm not gonna let Sasuke hog the spotlight." He's like, "What there?" And he throws a kunai, and he's like, "Oh, it's just a rat." And then he's like, Naruto's like, "I think I see a shadow or something." Kakashi looks very angry. Naruto then throws the kunai, or I don't know if he throws it. Is that a kunai?
Yeah, he throws it. No, it's a shuriken. That's a shuriken.
Okay, it's a shuriken. Yeah, he's like, "There!" And he throws it. And Sakura just straight hauls off and smacks this man. And Naruto's like, "Someone's here, I swear." It seems to have hit a rabbit, or almost hit a rabbit. And they're like, Sakura's like, "What? You just hit a rabbit, my guy? That's not okay." Naruto's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to."
And he hugs the rabbit.
Yeah, Kakashi's then there like, "Oh wait, that's a snow rabbit. It's spring, with its color. Wait a minute." And that's when it cuts to Zabuza standing in the tree, noticing that Kakashi's there, and he's like, "Oh, no wonder the Demon Brothers didn't stand a chance. The Hidden Leaf Village's copy ninja, the Sharingan Kakashi." This man has so many names, I swear.
Well, yeah, but I don't know, like, the more badass, the more impressive your title. Hence, super expert, master, artisan, craftsman, Tazuna.
It's like in a Hollow Knight. There's this boss you can fight, and every time you fight it and win, it, like, gets a new thing. So it's called Grey Prince Zote, right?
Yeah.
And it'll have a bunch of prefixes like, beautiful, charming, radiant, powerful, Grey Prince Zote. And, it's just there to compound how cool he is in the, in the situation where he's cool.
Yeah, I respect it, though. Like, anybody of note has an actual, like, nickname and everything. Just like in One Piece, everybody has, like, their titles, right?
Yeah.
It does some great world building that these people are strong enough and good enough that people went out of their way to give them
Foxit, get down! Nah, but that's what Kakashi does to everybody else. because he notices that there's a giant sword flying at them. Zabuza is now standing on that sword, which is in a tree now.
Or, if you're in Germany, floating in the air on top of an empty hilt. Because fun fact,
this is the manga, the purest form.
Fun fact, in Germany, they censored the blade, so you could only see him floating on the hilt.
Kakashi's like, wait a minute, this guy's Zabuza. Naruto's like, here's my chance. This time I won't lose. Also, a quick note to realize, Naruto actually aimed and hit, or would have hit Zabuza if it weren't for the fact that replacement jutsu existed. Because, that white rabbit was stated to be used as a replacement jutsu thing. So,
yeah. So, it's either coincidence or this man has some decent reflexes. So he heard some random rustling. And this dude's like, oh yeah, it's enough within the range that people would just assume it's a rabbit. This dude throws kunai at random noise. It's like, shit.
So he either just got really lucky or actually had a keen sense for once in his lifetime.
Yup.
Kakashi's like, hey, get back, guys. This dude's on a whole nother level. It'll be a little bit tough unless I do this. He then moves his mask, that is, so that it's covering, or so that it's not covering his left eye anymore.
Yep. At which point he has the bleep in the eye. Nah.
I hate you.
Only see blood when a ninja cries.
Okay, but that's the end of that chapter. How many chapters are left? Let me just check real quick, because...
Gonna have to edit this one out too.
No, I'm not. Okay, so it goes to 17. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so, now we're on chapter 12. It begins, with a quick recap of what happened in the last chapter. Just basically the last few frames.
Yeah, also a very badass cover story of Kakashi on a poster, and he legit just is peeling off his own poster.
Not as good as last chapters.
Fair.
But yeah, it's where are we? Oh yeah, he's like, everybody, get back and surround Tazuna. This man, I'll fight him. He reveals that he has a Sharingan, and Sasuke's like, the Sharingan? What? Zabuza and Kakashi, it shows the Sharingan. It's a red eye with some black spots. That sounds...
Those are referred to as Tomoe.
Tomoe?
Tomo. I've only read the word. I've never actually heard someone pronounce it.
Fair.
But yeah, it's like 3 curved black spots with like a black ring surrounding them.
Cool.
Fucking aesthetic as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's like, Sharingan, what the hell is that? Naruto is. And Sasuke's like, it's said that some have the ability in their eyes to read and defeat all types of genjutsu, taijutsu, and ninjutsu. The Sharingan is one of the types of pupils that you can have to get this power. The other being not in the story for a long time.
Yep, what happened to not giving exposition?
Exposition? What do you mean? No, I didn't say I wouldn't give all exposition. I said I wouldn't give certain ones that I didn't want to. See, Fox,
this is true.
I'm on a whole other level from you.
What, you saying I'm a Jonah and you Hokage?
Nah, I'm saying I'm Hokage and you're Genin! Yeah!
Oh!
Nah.
Fucking dies right on the spot. Anyway.
But
the fight continues with Sasuke saying that, but that's not the only ability the Sharingan has. At which point, Zabuza hijacks the monologue like the Chad lad he is.
And he says,
and he's like,
what's even scarier is that you can copy your opponent's techniques once you see them. And, by the way, in case you're wondering, I did hijack that on purpose, because he mentioned hijacking, so I had to take it.
Yep. Just like Hijack from Worm hijacks your body. Read Worm. It's a great story.
I've not read that.
Yeah, I would just like advertise that whenever I can. Anyway.
He's like, yeah, when I was a member of the Hidden Mist Assassin team, I kept a handbook. It included information about you. And this is what it said. He then explains what the book said. It basically just said that, he can copy ninjutsu. And that he's cool.
Yeah, essentially.
Sakura's like, what? I didn't know this Jonin was so cool. And Sasuke's like, huh. But
that's like saying I didn't know this celebrity was famous.
For real. But Sasuke's like, wait a minute. The Sharingan is a special condition that only appears in a select few members of the Uchiha clan. Could it be? And then
which tells us that there's Uchiha people out there who are like, yeah, I'm Uchiha, bro. Yeah, I'm hot shit. But they don't even have the Sharingan.
Well, it doesn't even say if Sasuke has the Sharingan yet, because, he has the ability to because he's Uchiha, but it doesn't directly state that he has access to Sharingan yet.
Yeah, but it's kind of implied that some people don't even have the ability to get it, period.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably anyone with the who is in the Uchiha clan could get it. You just have to be skilled. Like, I don't know. I feel like there would be a way to obtain it. Not like obtain it, like take somebody else's eyes. But I feel like if you have Uchiha blood, there would be a way to unlock it if it's not unlocked at birth. But that's just a theory.
A game theory. Thank you for watching.
So stupid.
For real. So, Zabuza, at this point, after giving monologue, just straight up teleports, but not behind them, because he's not cliche like that. And he just teleports on top of the lake, and is standing there like literal Jesus. With the sword.
He then,
that even Cloud would fear.
He then, raises his arm and makes some hand symbols, and mist starts to form around him. He's doing a move that is somewhat annoying if you've ever played Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Or, alternatively, for all 20 of you people still playing Naruto Ninpo Storm on Warcraft 3, shout out to y'all. Hey bro, I play it and there's like 19 other people that play it globally on a regular basis. So speaking to the very niche group of people that watch this and also play this. Yeah, just like Zabuza, he's pretty annoying there too.
Fair. He goes Ninpo, Hidden Mist Jutsu. And he disappears. Kakashi's thinking of the things that are gonna happen, and he's like, hey, be careful, you won't even notice you're dead until it already happened. And so, they're sitting there. Kakashi's using the Sharingan. This time, Sasuke freezes. He feels the dangerous ki, which is funny because I don't remember that being a thing. I thought it was just pure chakra.
No, I think that he in this case is like ki killing intent.
Oh, that's fair. That's
me guessing.
That's weird.
Also, you skipped over this man just being there like an executioner, and he's like 8 choices: liver, lungs, spine, clavicle vein, neck vein, brain, kidney, heart. Which one do you choose?
Yeah, I skipped over that because unlike you, I don't like listing off organs. I'm not just sitting around like, stomach,
Hey, bro, I got biology, so
nobody
gotta stick to what you know.
Get all of the organs.
Hey, bro, what can I say except yup?
I hate you.
I hate you too, bro.
But he's like, I feel like I'll be killed if I make even a single move. This could drive me crazy. This is crazy. And, Kakashi's like, don't worry, I'll protect you even if it kills me. I don't let my comrades die.
Also, something I'd like to point out is that he might just be having, like, some PTSD or some shit like that from, you'd assume there'd be some pretty heavy killing intent going around. Fuck! Fuck!
You're retarded, bro. Oh my god.
Fuck, Sid. Spoiler machine.
Anyway, he's like, I won't let my comrades die. And he's like, we'll see about that. It then cuts to people moving, a bunch of shots, and Zabuza got stabbed by Kakashi. But it wasn't the real Zabuza. It was Mist Zabuza, or Water Zabuza.
Which, technically speaking, is kind of the same. Because, fun fact, mist and water are similar.
I didn't ask, actually, but thank you.
See, you didn't even need to ask. I'm just that smart.
A lot of fighting going off, like a bunch of people turning into clones. Kakashi finally gets a kunai to Zabuza's throat, and he goes, "It's over." Naruto's like, "Whoa, that's crazy." Zabuza goes, "Huh, it's over? Huh, no, you don't get it. You couldn't beat me with your monkey-like imitations." Clearly with a kunai to his throat, he must have something up his sleeve. But we don't get to see it because that's the end of the chapter.
Yup. What can I say? I'm a fan of My Little Pony. Anyway.
Quoting that. Luckily,
feel free to quote me on that.
Luckily for us, we have the next chapter.
No cover page this time.
No, there's a cover page. Wait, right? Yeah, no, there is. It's just a little bit down.
Oh, okay.
So, chapter 13 is called... Is it really just called Ninja? It's called Ninja exclamation mark. Okay. Anyway, it starts off with Zabuza talking to Kakashi. That was impressive of you. You copied my water clone technique. Kakashi is like, you had your clones say words to
attract my attention. Which, by the way, very arrogant of Zabuza to assume that he copied it from him. Because obviously he's seen other people do it before.
Well, maybe he hasn't, though.
Well, if you're as legendary as Kakashi is implied to have been, you probably have seen it before.
Well, maybe it's not a common jutsu. Like, the Shadow Clone Jutsu isn't a common jutsu.
This is true. This is true.
Either way. Yeah, Kakashi's like, you stayed in the mist and watched. You stayed in the mist and watched. It was a nice plan, but I'm not that easy. And then Zabuza's like, I'm also not that easy, and this time does teleport behind you. And Naruto's like, what? That one's fake too!
Yep.
It then shows us the cover photo, which, it's alright.
I mean, yeah. At least everybody looking like Kakashi in there. I appreciate the solidarity.
Yeah. Oh shit, actually, Naruto has Kakashi's haircut in that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that part. Anyway, Zabuza then takes his big-ass sword and slices at Kakashi. However, Kakashi dodges it, probably because it's huge.
Yeah, that probably has like 8 startup frames, not viable at all. Actually, that would be still decently viable. I'ma shut the fuck
up. You're not smart.
Yeah. Also, with how close they were, he would have been hit with the hilt, not the sword part.
I mean, maybe Zabuza was backing up as he was swinging it.
This is true.
Like...
It's always possible, yeah. Anyway, Kakashi backs off, and then Zabuza somehow literally kicks this man.
Yeah.
Because he teleported behind him, but he has that experience to know what the fuck's up.
He manages to... Kakashi manages to, while getting flown, throw some caltrops on the ground. But he has fallen into the water, and Zabuza's like, ha ha, fool. And Kakashi's like, wait, this water is heavy. And then Zabuza says fool again, and uses water prison jutsu to trap Kakashi in water.
Yeah. No sauce on Kakashi's part right there. Actually, sauce for the previous part, the sauce just finished.
Yeah, he used it all.
Yeah, he's gonna need to go to the store to buy some new sauce.
Yeah. And Zabuza's like, we can finish things later, but first I'll have to take care of them. And he adds another water clone. The water clone say, wearing those headbands, acting like ninjas. A real ninja is someone who's survived numerous brushes with death. And, I mean, I guess that's fair, but...
I would say every single person except for Sakura in the squad qualifies as a ninja by that standard.
Well, I mean... No, I can't think of anything. The only...
Oh, wait, Sasuke hasn't. Yeah, I guess Naruto is the real ninja. Which is ironic, because he gets a boot to the face.
The only time he was really brushed with death was in the beginning.
Yeah, Mizuki. Which is...
I mean, unless you count having a tailed beast imprisoned inside of you as close to death, in which case...
Well, I would say that the poison is one thing, and then also Mizuki is another thing. Because if he didn't square up, he would have been straight executed.
Fair. Anyway, he's like, only when you're good enough to be listed in my handbook are you real ninjas. So basically, apparently he's the arbiter of ninjas. That's pretty cocky. He disappears again and kicks Naruto. Naruto's headband goes flying off.
Which was
Kakashi's like,
tied down, by the way.
Hey, bro! Take Tazuna and run away! The water clone can't go far from the real body. And Naruto's like, this is a Jonin. This is, I'm not ready for this. He gets ready to run away, but then realizes that his hand hurts. He's like, oh, guess I gotta be strong now.
You skipped over the part where there's an inner monologue about, the emotions behind him stabbing his hand like that. And then having a flashback to Sasuke taunting him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't feel like that was necessary. You felt it was, I didn't.
I don't know, it's a real emotional moment of him thinking back to all the stuff that, brought him here, brought him to this point.
Yeah.
What he stands for.
Man, if... I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking about the fact that this is a flashback just like 2 chapters after after it happened. To be fair, at least it's better than late stage anime.
We don't talk about late stage anime except for when the podcast gets to late stage anime, because we're gonna have to talk about it at some point.
Anyway, yeah, he's having flashbacks and whatnot. Flashbacks to Iruka, flashbacks to lunch. Not like today's lunch, but the lunch bell thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're making this man just look like a mad hungry boy. He's like, I might die. Ramen.
No, and then he's like, I've become a ninja. I won't run anymore. And then he runs, but like towards him. He runs straight towards him and gets kicked back or something, obviously. It doesn't show what attack he uses, but Mans does get attacked.
It does show Sakura's reaction, which is like, oh.
And then she realizes that he just literally went to get his headband. And they're like, oh, he has the headband. And then he's like, you eyebrowless freak. Which is funny because Zabuza doesn't have any eyebrows, and I just now noticed this.
Yep. Also, he has internal bleeding, so someone should probably call an ambulance, because, That's not okay, bro.
Who has internal bleeding?
Like, yeah, bro, he literally just spit out throat. It's one thing if it comes out of the lip or the nose,
Whoa.
but it's not just bleeding when it comes out.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
a rip punctured his lung. Call an ambulance.
Bro, it happens if you... Bro, if you're in an anime fight and you get punched, you spit out blood. It's just normal.
I was referencing
I know what
the
you were
Caleb City
referencing!
Okay.
He put this on and he's like... He puts on his headband and he's like, put this in your book. One day, I'll become the Hokage. Leaf Village Ninja, Naruto Uzumaki. You know, everyone's like, he kind of cool. And then he does the unthinkable. He turns to Sasuke and he goes, Sasuke, I have a plan.
I guess the bell test paid off after all.
For real.
Even though they left him tied up.
That's true. This is the first time that he's actually, like, done something actually useful. And he's like, Sasuke's like, a plan in this situation? Teamwork from you? And Sakura's like, what's this feeling? Is Naruto cool?
What? Man's got sauce. Actually, he had sauce before. Man squares up.
This man's got some.
Because I'd say stabbing him. For real, he had no chip before. Now the chip to dip quality is supreme.
Yeah. But anyway, the chapter starts out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The last chapter ended and we're now on chapter 14. This chapter starts out with Naruto saying, let's go wild, after he just explained the plan to Sasuke. He's, Zabuza's like, that's a lot of arrogance, but, do you stand a chance? Kakashi's sweating, telling them, hey, get out. Like,
Man's sweating underwater.
Wait.
You gotta respect ninjas, man. They're so powerful. They can sweat underwater.
Yeah. Kakashi's like, hey, bro, protect Tazuna. The person we're here to protect. Naruto's like, Tazuna? Or old man, as he calls him. And the dude's like, well, I planted to see myself. I'm not gonna say that I desire to live so much that I'd stop you. So fight as much as you want. So Zabuza's like, you guys will never grow up. Going to keep playing ninjas? When I was about your age, I was killing people.
Yeah, which, you know what? I didn't think he was a boomer like that, but here we are.
He kinda is.
Zabuza, the OG boomer, back in my day.
Also, he says they'll never grow up, and they're gonna keep playing ninja, but, like, I'm pretty sure what they, like, he says they'll never grow up, like, they'll never mature, right? But,
yeah.
Like, he plans on killing them, so they literally will never grow up.
That is so ass. I love it.
And Kakashi just goes, Demon Zabuza. And he's like, so you've heard about it. And then Kakashi, from his water, like, he's literally still in a bubble of water. And he just starts...
you gotta realize, ninjas be waterboarding people so much that they're just like ice bleak fluent underwater.
My body no longer requires oxygen constantly to survive. But he explains that basically in the Hidden Mist Village, it used to be called the Bloody Mist Village because there was a final obstacle in becoming a ninja. And Zabuza was like, "Oh, you know about that exam?" And Naruto's like, "Wait, what exam?" And they explain that there were fights to the death between students that were required to become ninjas.
So yeah, Zabuza in this situation is the guy from the other city that goes, "Oh, we don't eat in my city. In my city, we kill people for sustenance." And you know what? He ain't even lying.
Yeah, and then Kakashi also explains how 10 years ago, the hidden missed graduation exam was changed because someone pulled up and killed everyone.
Yep.
And then it cuts to Zabuza with the best pedo face saying, "That sure was fun." And then he looks at Naruto
Oh my God.
and Sasuke.
I didn't realize this man literally nut in his pants over killing classmates.
He then smacks Sasuke. Like, geez, Sasuke is getting bodied. Naruto uses...
I don't think there's a body to get bodied anymore after that one, Chief.
It wasn't that bad.
Internal bleeding.
Zabu's he uses Shadow Clone Jutsu. And Zabu's like, oh, Shadow Clones, and a large amount. Which is funny that he just thinks, oh, Shadow Clones. Like it's just a normal thing. It's literally it's a forbidden jutsu for most people.
Well, yeah, but he's talking about the book, and anybody in the book is, like, worth something. So that means that the only people he considers worth fighting are in that range, right?
Yeah, but no, I'd be like... I'd expect it to be something like, oh, a silly kid like you can use a large amount of shadow clones? Impressive.
Nah, he's just above it all. He's like, oh, I've been there, done that, seen that, shut the fuck up, killing time.
And it's like, this is the only way to beat him. And then, Naruto throws something to Sasuke. It's a giant shuriken. And he's like, oh.
Which, in this case, would be an even bigger waste of resources. But I honor this one. A good use of resources. Enjoy the title.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say it was?
A good use of resources.
Nice. We're never gonna hear that again. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you forgot about the roof tile scene that we're gonna be seeing sometime.
The roof tile scene?
With the third Hokage.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did. So, how did I forget? I forgot. Like, I'm remembering how much I forgot from the Naruto story.
That's a weird sentence. Man forgets Alzheimer's, so he remembers everything.
Yeah. But he throws the shuriken, and Zabu's like, a shuriken won't work on me. What do you think I am, stupid? And he's like, oh, you're aiming at the real me. But that's not enough. And he catches it. He catches the shuriken, and there's another shuriken.
Yep.
And he just dodges it.
Yeah, he jumps over it, and then everyone's like,
and he's like, that's still not enough. He's like, Sakura's like, he dodged it? What? And Sasuke's like, heh. And that's when Naruto appears behind him, because he was the shuriken, and throws a kunai at his back, ending the chapter.
The transformation jutsu, which I think is what you were
That's
referencing
what I
to
was
when
saying
you said...
I would get back to! Oh my gosh!
Yeah. But I was talking about the clone jutsu, not transformation.
Well, wait. Oh yeah, you were. I'm literally so stupid. They like mend into the same thing. But like, he wasn't good at the transformation jutsu either, because he could transform just only into... He could only do sexy jutsu, right? He could transform...
Well, yeah, that just shows that he gotta put his mind to the task.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
But yeah, he just got double faked out, I just want to say. Like, that was...
Yeah, which is funny, because he did that to Kakashi.
Yeah. He then, yeah, he throws it, and, Kakashi obviously dodges it, and it cuts his cheek. It literally cuts his cheek. Naruto falls under the water, but Kakashi is out of the water. He goes to attack, Zabuza goes to attack Naruto, and Kakashi blocks it with his hand.
Indeed. You just forgot to say end of chapter, and that this is the start of a new chapter.
Did I not say that? I swear I said that. I said end of chapter at the very least.
You might have. Also, Kakashi proving that maybe it wasn't such a good use of resources by blocking the Demon Wind Shuriken, which is basically a Mega Shuriken, with his fist. where his arteries are.
Well, to be fair, he has like a steel plating there, but he is still bleeding, so...
Yes. Which implies that it cut through the steel plating, which I guess is impressive.
Either way, he looks at Zabuza. Zabuza looks at Kakashi. Everyone's excited. Naruto's in the water. And Kakashi's like, you guys have grown up a little bit. And then he explained he explained what just happened in a panel with a lot of text. It didn't, because we just saw what happened. And then Naruto explains it. And Zabuza's like, damn it, I got distracted and released the jutsu. And Kakashi's like, correction. You didn't release it because you forgot. You were forced to release it.
For real.
And then he's like, I tell you, I don't fall for the same jutsu twice. And then it cuts to them fighting. Let me just count. Holy shit. Throwing tens of hand signs per second. It's crazy, bro.
Yes, and also, first of all, Kakashi's hand sign together low-key look like a swastika. Second of all, it's said in the anime that they're doing 42 hand signs for this jutsu.
Well, we can just count. 1, 2, 3.
Are you really gonna wait here and let the people listen to the podcast just count while you count? Plus, it also cuts off implying that there's more. So, yeah. At the end of it, they say, water style, dragon bullet no jutsu,
50.
and two humongous water dragons just clash. And they aren't even in the real, thing itself, but even the aftermath itself is threatening to Sasuke, Drunk Man, Fangirl, and Naruto. And then in the middle of that, the water pours down from the sky, and you just see Kakashi with a waste of resources, fighting against the Executioner's blade.
So how many did you say? How many hand symbols did you say it said there were?
In the anime, it said 42.
Oh, it was close. 46. I had to count it twice because, I said 45, 50, and I was like, I messed up. That was not it. I don't know why I did that.
Anyway, Zabuza complains about his movements being slow, and then Kakashi revealing the level of mind games that he's at. He is completely copying every single move that he does.
Yeah, it's kind of...
That is a literal ditto.
Also, can I just say, Foxen, I really appreciate you being able to talk interestingly enough for me to count to 46 2 times in a row.
No problem, bro. No problem.
But yeah, they're he's copying them. Zabuza's getting pissed. He's like, you can't beat me by just copying me. Come on. All you're doing is copying me. Stop it. And then eventually, he lets something out, and he's like, wait a minute. That's not possible. I'm doing a jutsu. What? And then this man sends, a super spinny giant water cannon attack at him. He's at the tree, knocked out. At some point, somebody threw kunai into his legs and arms and stuff. I don't remember when. And Zabuza goes, how did you do that? Can you see the future? And Kakashi goes, yeah, you're going to die. Which is honestly...
Boy, I'm gonna shoot you with the AK in your eye. Yeah. Boy, you're gonna die.
So he says, after he says you're gonna die, it shows 2 needles flying through the screen, or not through the screen, flying from somewhere on the screen, and impaling this man's neck. Shoop.
Nice sound effect. At which point, a person, not sure if it's a boy or a girl, with a Ambu mask says, you're right. He is dead. And it's implied that he threw the needles in his neck. Yeah. Which is brutal, bro.
I mean, it's not...
Which...
I wouldn't really call it
end of chapter.
At that point. You all but see it fly from his hand.
This is true. Also, any listener, take a shot every time I say yup or anyway. Try not to die.
About to go in and censor all of them. Also, that's the end of the chapter. In case I didn't say that, but
I said it.
Okay, at the beginning of the next
you
chapter,
didn't.
before the chapter starts, it's a little insert, and it's like it's what's the name of the guy who wrote Naruto?
Kishimoto.
And it's Kishimoto putting something that says, "Since I get many, tell me about this Icha Paradise book. I thought I'd write a little bit about the book. Apparently Icha means come, so come paradise. Interesting. He's like, it has 3 volumes currently, and he's like, this is Kakashi's favorite book, and the plot is, hey, this manga is for children, so I can't discuss it. Apology. By the way, Kakashi just bought his first volume of Icha Violence.
Which is porn, and it has violence in the title,
porn.
so... You know what I mean. Anyway, the cover story for this chapter, take a shot, is Kakashi and his old team in a picture, and then it being mirrored with him being the teacher, and there being 3 students, and he's just sleeping there in his house. Nice and peaceful.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It shows his team, or the team that he was a part of when he was younger. Also, it's the same position, and I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
kind of shows one generation passing it on to the next one.
Yeah, the chapter starts off with this Ambu guy standing on top of a tree. And, Kakashi checks the pulse, and he's like, he really is dead. This dude's like, thanks. I've been searching for the opportunity to kill Zabuza for some time. Kakashi's like, oh, that mask. You're a hidden mist hunter ninja, aren't you? He's like, yep, you're correct. Naruto obviously is stupid, so he doesn't know what a hunter ninja is. So this dude has to explain it.
Yeah, I don't blame Naruto in this case. It seems not the most urgent knowledge to be given at the academy.
Well, I mean, that's
though the fact that Naruto, that Sakura and Sasuke don't seem to be as visibly surprised does tell us that this is something that is taught.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't spend too long talking about like people with their job. Speaking of their job, they explain it right here. I honestly expected Fox to pull up and try to explain it before I did, but for once he did.
Nah, bro, I'm waiting for when you say I'm not gonna explain it so I can explain it.
He goes, they're like, my duty is to hunt down missing ninjas. I'm a member of the Hunter Ninja team. Naruto's like, who the hell are you? And Kakashi's like, don't worry, he's not an enemy. And Naruto's like, I'm not asking that. He just killed Zabuza. How? That kid's like my age. How could he kill Zabuza?
Filthy kill stealer, 11-year-old camping son of a bitch.
For real. Kakashi's like, remember, hey, be careful. Like, don't worry. In this world, there exist kids younger than you that are even stronger than me. Which... I can't think of any examples throughout the story where that happens. But, go off.
Well, you can't think of any example where this happens. We're in the middle of an example where this happens.
Nah. No, but they're not stronger than Kakashi, or at least I don't think so.
Kakashi and Zabuza are at about the same level. And well, I guess the Hunter Nin wasn't able to murder Zabuza.
Yeah.
So...
They just kill stole.
Yeah, but he was able to remain hidden from them for long enough, so that's just something. Yeah, Anyway, so he's light speed, but Goku can still clap him. That's just whatever I'm saying, bro. That's what
I
I'm
hate
saying.
you. Anyway, like,
Nah, but Saitama can beat Goku, and that's just facts.
he's like, yep, your battle's now over. Now, it's time for me to dispose of this body, since it's a body with plenty of secrets. Kakashi covers back up his Sharingan eye, and they head out. Oh, wait, no they don't. Kakashi falls over. He used the Sharingan too much.
Yep. Which is a different way of heading out.
I mean, fair.
I don't know, I've seen dudes just head out, just like, bro, I'm about to head out, passes out.
They get to Tazuna's house, where Tazuna's daughter, literally named Tsunami, is caring for Kakashi currently, or at least I think so.
Yep.
He's like,
Take another shot.
stop it, Foxid.
Proceeds to stop.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, I care about you, bro.
Kakashi. Oh, nice. Kakashi's like, yeah, I'll be fine after Tsunami asks if he'll be alright. And he's like, but I won't be able to move for like a week or so. And Sakura's like, wow, that Sharingan sure is cool, but it puts so much stress on the body. Shouldn't you think a little bit more before using it? And
Which is kind of dumb, considering that he really didn't have any other option.
yeah.
It's kind of short-sighted, I would say.
Well, we defeated the strong ninja this time. We should be safe for a while. Also, I just want to say that on my screen it says Nina. They clearly didn't review this very well.
Yeah. Which, I guess is whatever.
But
Anyway.
Sakura asks who the Masked Kid is, and Kakashi explains how the, what they do. Basically, they're body erasers. If a rogue ninja dies, they destroy their body completely, leaving no trace.
Yep. And then they also check it out for information and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Essentially, just the ninja janitors. Highly trained ninja janitors. Hey, bro, I'm just saying, they clean up the shit that the village leaves behind.
And after they explain that, Sakura's just like, whoa, so Zabuza has been chopped up and disposed of? Scary. And then it shows Sakura thinking of this man just chopped up. No blood or gore. Just like if Law from One Piece used his devil fruit on them.
Yeah. Nah, he's Buggy from One Piece, bro. Because you know what? Even though he's supposed to be chopped off, he's still alive. Cutting through to the Ambu, and Zabuza sitting there.
Yeah.
The Ambu says, okay, first I'll cut off the mouth cloth, drain some blood out, and just as he's about to cut off the mouth cloth,
Zabuza pulls up, grabs his arm. No need, I'll do it myself. Man looks truly crazy. He's like, oh, you've already come back to life? You sure? Zabuza's like, you sure are rough.
Pulls out needle out of neck, no hesitation. Might have nicked an artery.
He's like, be careful. You could really die. You could die for real if you pull them out like that. He
proceeds to pull out the other one like that. Anyway.
It then reveals, he takes off the mask and it reveals that he's a girl, or at least looks like a girl. We're not sure yet.
Nah, bro, he's a dude. He's a whole trap. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, there's dudes out there who discovered a whole new side to themselves after seeing this man.
Okay, well, that's true. Like, I kind of wanted to keep it like... But to be fair, I guess there's no one on Earth that doesn't know that who's a guy. Because
yeah.
I remember seeing that back in my younger years when I was watching Naruto for the first time, and I was like, bro, what? This is a girl? This is a guy? That's when I first learned that in Naruto, that in anime, nothing is as it seems.
Yep, this is true. Shot. Oh, sorry, I said I was gonna stop. Guess I lied. Anyway, Zabuza and are talking to each other right now, discussing the fight. And Zabuza is talking about how Zabuza is fighting way too recklessly.
Imagine waiting until their names are actually revealed to say them. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, imagine being a nice person and not giving your friend extra editing work.
I know, right? It can't be you, apparently.
For real. Jesus Christ, I'm like taking 101. I just can't keep my mouth shut. Wow. Love Tekken, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They're like, if I hadn't saved you, then you definitely would have been killed there.
I just didn't want to scar your beautiful body. Just wanted to pull out that line from the Anbu.
Yeah, it's kind of... I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Nah, Kishimoto knew you thought it was a chick.
Well, that was the point.
He played with you.
But, yeah. So, he also states that Zabuza shouldn't be able to move for about a week. So neither Zabuza nor Kakashi can move for about a week. And then, Kakashi's like, ugh! Waking up in shock. Scaring everyone. Apparently, everyone was trying to see underneath, his mask. Didn't work, though, because he woke up. He's like, wait a minute. I can't shake this feeling that there's something we're overlooking. And then the chapter ends like that.
Indeed. Solid chapter.
Yeah, solid chapter.
Now for the last chapter of the arc. Preparation for battle.
You mean volume.
Yeah, and then it shows Naruto sitting next to a cock.
That's not funny.
There's one person out there who's gonna find that funny. And you know what? To that one person...
Is it you?
I relate to you.
Is it you?
Damn, bro. Yeah. You got the whole squad acting up.
Naruto's like, hey, what's wrong? And Kakashi's like, body erasing teams usually dispose of the person who was killed right there. And they didn't dispose of Zabuza's body. And Sakura's like, so? The masked dude took the body with them. And Kakashi's like, if he needed proof of work, he could have just taken the head. And the weapon that he used to kill Zabuza were needles. What? At this point, Sasuke realized what's happened. And, Kakashi just drops the bombshell that Zabuza is probably alive.
Yep, and then you see everybody shook except for Tsunami, who doesn't know what's happening.
Naruto's like, what do you mean? You checked and he was dead. And Kakashi's like, oh yeah, that was probably just temporary death. The needle,
as you do.
As you do. You just temporarily kill people.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
I hate you.
I hate you too, bro.
It's like they use a needle, which has a low probability unless you, unless you hit a vital organ. It's an item used by doctors for acupuncture. And it's like, hunters know about the structure of the body thoroughly, and can do things like that. He probably threw it not to kill him, but to save him. And it's like, Tazuna's like, aren't you thinking too much? Like, I don't know about that. At that point, Kakashi's like, nope, this is suspect. We gotta prepare just in case.
You ever just think that this man is at a McDonald's and he expects to get cheese in his burger, but he doesn't, so he expects an ambush?
Yeah, probably. And the McDonald's, actually they ran out of cheese because they'd taken the cheese and put it into a giant boiling pot in the skilling above. So he gets into a special position, right? And he dodges to the left as they let go a cauldron full of molten cheese. And he knew that it was there because there wasn't cheese on his burger.
For real. That's the level ninjas work out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, oh, you'll receive some training. And Sakura's like, what would training do? What? And he's like, you guys are growing rapidly. You can get some training in there. It might help. You've improved a lot. Especially you, Naruto. And Naruto's like, I'm useful.
Hey, Sakura looking over jealous because she ain't done shit, boy.
No. She saved him, I think.
Did she?
Yeah, it says it was Sakura who saved me while I was struggling.
Oh, that's true.
When did Sakura save him? Wait, what?
Wait. Confused nigga hours.
I literally don't remember her doing anything. Did Kakashi make it up? Kakashi is a liar. Anyway,
I mean, he's a ninja. Yeah, I don't remember shit.
They're like, alright. He's like, we're training. And Naruto's like, we're gonna train? Wow. That sounds like a lot of fun. And this little boy pulls up and is like, that's not fun. Naruto's like, who the hell are you? It's, Inori, which is Tazuna's grandson.
And Tsunami's son.
Oh, yeah. And,
you really didn't realize that, huh?
Wait, you said Tsunami's grandson. You meant son.
I said son. I didn't say grandson.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so his mother chastises him for, disrespecting the ninjas like that.
No, he's like, say hello to these people. They protected your grandfather. And he points at them and goes, Mom, they're gonna die. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, this guy has no chill.
Naruto's like, I'm gonna be a superhero, my guy. And Inori's like, nope, heroes aren't real.
Yep, Ember is gonna kill you. Swear to God, like 90% of these references nobody's gonna get. Anyway.
He went upstairs to his room to quote unquote look at the ocean. And Naruto goes up to see what's happening. And he's like, he has the window open. He is looking at the ocean, but he's crying and also looking at a picture of his dad. Naruto feels bad and leaves.
I respect. He's like, yeah, one orphan to another. I'm not gonna cause trouble for you.
Yeah. Well, Inori's not an orphan. His mother's still alive.
Okay, but from a person who's lost his parents to another. I feel that.
You're whack. No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say, bruh, you wanna...
Yes,
no cap,
I am going to make fun of an 8-year-old for having a dead father.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are they gonna do? Tell their parents? No, all he can do is tell his parent.
So, they're now in a forest. And Kakashi's like, now, it's time for us to start some training. I want to talk to you about chakra. And Naruto's like, what's chakra? And that's just sad. And honestly, it makes me confused as to how he could possibly pass if he doesn't remember what chakra is.
Or how he could do jutsu to begin with. Which I guess is what you were referring to when we were going to get back to me talking about students having to unlock chakra and how long that takes.
Yes, I was. I was going to say, really, it seems like they didn't learn it that well at all if Naruto doesn't even know it and Sakura has to explain it.
Counter argument, Naruto skipped a lot of lessons.
Yeah, to be fair, Naruto is stupid, but
and then couldn't figure it out from reading the texts. And that's him studying super hard and still failing.
Fair.
That's the only way it makes sense.
Yeah. But he's like, wow, Haruka has some good students. And Naruto's like, hey, I didn't understand that. Is it it's something you can use with your body, right?
Yeah, let me just be exposition man Fox it over here.
I wasn't gonna
Simply
explain
put,
that.
body and spirit mix together to create chakra, and then using seals, you can execrate your chakra and perform jutsus. Exposition man Foxhead, signing out.
So, Sasuke is like, we can already use jutsu. And then, Kakashi's just like, nope, you're not using chakra properly. And they're like, huh? And he explains that, chakra brings out physical and spiritual energy and mixes them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that they're just releasing high amounts of chakra and not controlling it. And they're like, Naruto's like, what should we do to learn? And Kakashi's like, oh, we'll learn how to control it with very, very tough training. Tree climbing! And that's the end of the chapter, which means it's the end of the volume, which means it's the end of the episode. This has been a waste of resources. I'm Jax.
And I'm Foxhead, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.